please welcome to the stage the alderperson from Chicago's 17th Ward, David Moorel.
Good morning. I don't know about you all, but I'm going to continue to do God's work because I promise you I wouldn't do good in hell, especially in this suit. It is hot out here. First of all, protocol has already been established. There's probably not a Democrat on this stage that even before I was alderman and committeeman that I have not supported. My name is David Moorel, and I am humbly seeking your support to be the next Secretary of State of Illinois. Myself, I'm a person who, before I became an elected official, served and worked for Democrats. I was probably the only one that's in this race right now that circulated petitions for Jesse White back in 1998. And he has done a yeoman's job and continue to be a great leader. I tell people there are two people that I keep my eyes on. Anybody saying they want to be a preacher and anybody saying they want to be an elected official. It's not something that you run to, it's something that you run from. It's a calling from God. You are serving God's people, and especially the least of us. And the least of us does not always include poor people. The least of us include women who do not get fair pay. The least of us include minorities who are discriminated against. And the least of us include people who are discriminated because of their sex. I am going into my 7th year as Alderman of City Chicago, as well as the 6th year as committeeman, Democratic committeeman of the City of Chicago. During that time, what I focused on is serving my community. My foundation of service started in the church, growing up as a junior deacon. And I got into public service at the age of 11 when my aunt and uncle gave us a chance at life by giving us an opportunity to move out the projects of Chicago and into the Inglewood community where my uncle was a precinct captain who would pay me $5 to run up and down the street putting literature in people's mailboxes. I tell you, there's no more important job than being a servant. I'm not here simply to impress you, but I do want to put an impression on your hearts and impress upon many of you who were called to serve and who love to serve for the mere fact that it's important that we continue to elect strong Democrats. For me, as I run for Secretary of State, what's important to me is making sure that we are giving a seat and a voice to our young people. Our young people have so much to offer. And at many times as an alderman, I give them that seat and give them a seat at the table. And they're the ones who are going to make the Democratic Party a stronger party. For me, what's important, when I went to West Illinois University in Macomb, that's why I learned to love Illinois. Working with Democrats across this state and serving as an RA taught me how to work with people across this state and develop those relationships. And having a dual major in accounting and operations management, as Secretary of State, I want to use my skills not to increase fees, but find ways to create new revenues. Revenues like getting corporate advertising on license plates like they do in Texas, or using digital plates and technology to save money like they do in California, Arizona, and Michigan. There's a great opportunity when we look around, and I thank the legislator, you all give an applause, and the governor for signing the bill that rolled back the increase of the fees for the trailer fees. A lot of people across Illinois was against that, and I was one person that spoke out against it. And so I look for you all to go to my website. I look for you all to ask not for less, but to ask for more for Illinois. And so when you go out and you're talking to your people, tell them you don't want less, you want more for Illinois. Thank you all so much.